Hi and welcome back. Alright, so today we're doing a review on the Spiderwick Chronicle episode 5. So yes, we're on 5 right now. Alright, so remember we left off where Simon was seen walking towards Morgoth, right? So now in episode 5, Simon is still not back and Jared is really, really scared. Like he doesn't know what has happened. Maybe he's in a coma, like rest of the people in the town, or maybe he's in an accident, or even worse. So he runs down to tell his mom that okay, Simon is missing, and she's wondering, okay, maybe he just went for a walk. Like no, he left his phone, and we had an argument. I punched him, and I think that's the reason why he left. As we was having a conversation, we hear the doorbell ring, and obviously, if you have not guessed, then you are not watching this thing. But anyway, so the doorbell rings, and lo and behold, it's Dr. Brauer, aka the ogre, at the doorstep, forming, oh, he's looking for his daughter, that he can't find his daughter. Is his daughter here? And Jared looks at him like, that okay, something is fishy, something is up. Anyway, so Helen's like, no, that she's not in the house, so he's wondering, okay, that she also left her phone and he can't reach her, so that means Simon and Calliope might be together. So Helen is panicking, okay, where can we possibly find them? So Margaret is like, let's just calm down and think everything through and all of that. And I'm wondering why. So that's what happens then. Then we see Calliope and Simon at the bus station trying to board a bus, and Simon is wondering, okay, why are you doing this? Like, he's trying to understand that he knows, okay, that Margaret is the ogre and Calliope is somehow entangled with him, so why is she trying to help him? But she goes like, no, you're my friend and you've been saying you want to see your dad, that you can't always do what your family tells you. What about you? Think about yourself for once. And he's like, okay. And he says, let him just forget about how he's feeling and go on the bus. So they get on the bus and they're on their way to New York. All right, whilst they are there on their way to New York, Helen is trying to call people, and she finds out, that someone saw Calliope and Simon trying to board a bus, but because of the weather, she's unable to get, because it's actually raining really, really heavily. She's unable to get to the airport, but she's trying to find ways to, try and get to New York. But Dr. Burr is like, you know what? Since someone saw them, that means they actually say there's no need to rush till the weather is okay for you to actually go. And if you're going to drive, it's like 5 hours. So why don't you just wait and be sure that the weather is okay enough for you to drive or fly? Simon, Gerald is like, no, because she was looking for her car keys. Simon goes like, he's going to find her. They're always in the kitchen. So he gets back, but unfortunately for him, Helen, because of the connection, their zing, she's already into whatever Margaret says, and apparently because she feels he's helping Jared, so that means he's a good person. So yeah, Helen, an ogre. Oh shoot. But anyway, so that's what happens. All right, he's unable to do that, and reason why he actually did what he did was trying to manipulate Helen so he can get a page that he actually needs for the dragon in the house. All right, but at this point, Jared doesn't know what's going on, but he has a suspicion that he's here for something. So anyway, so he's trying to warn his mom about things. Then Malorie comes up and says, oh, she saw some pages upstairs and her mom told her to bring it down. So he's trying to call Hatcher to let Hatcher know that, see, Brauer is in the house and Simon is still missing. What can he do and everything? But he finds out that his phone can't send messages, so he's wondering. So when his mom comes out saying, oh, that this is what's going on, like, okay, he's trying to call his dad to make sure that Simon's with him, but his phone can't go through. And she goes like, yes, she and Dr. Brauer decided that he needs to be cut off of the internet for punishment for vandalizing his house and his car. I know, just at the opportune time. So next thing they're talking and he realizes that he isn't there anymore, and they say, oh, they sent the pages, wanted him to see the pages that he had been talking about all this while, and he rushes into the living room and sees him going through the field guide pages that he has found, and goes like, okay, he can have one that is holding, but the other ones, it will come in handy for him. And he's wondering, okay, you've gotten what you want, can you leave? And I says, no, there's something else in the house that he needs to get, and he's not going to use him, but instead he's going to use his mom. And he's already panicking like, oh my god, why would you want to use me? All right, so on the bus, we see Simon and Calliope talking, and Simon is curious to know what exactly she is. And she's like, okay, fairies don't lie, but she doesn't want to answer that question. But Simon is not giving up, like he wants to know. Then she tells him she's a fetch. That's kind of like a person that knows when someone's about, a creature that knows when someone's about to die or someone that has died, and she can shapeshift into that person. And the reason why he asks, because she shapeshift into um Jared. So he's like, okay, if that's the case, that means Jared is going to die. Anyway, she says yes. That's why she's trying to take him away from where everybody is to save him everything. But anyway, so yeah, so that's done. We see Helen getting a call back from Richard, that's their dad, asking where Simon is. Okay, before then, yeah, Calliope takes him, once they get to New York, Calliope takes him to a god where who knows everything about who you're looking for, right? But she doesn't give him the full information that, bruh, this is what's going on, right? So she takes him there, and the god reveals that, okay, she's there for a separate reason, not even about him, but about herself, which is selfish. And in the midst of that, Calliope tells him to run. So he runs into the bathroom. At the same time, in Michigan, we see Malorie, sorry, come into the fencing studio to confront Valentina and Bree. That she knows what's going on and everything. That she saw Bree revive his sprite. So Valentina is telling her, okay, the only way you can get any information from me is if you can defeat me. So they fight for like 2 hours, nothing is happening, and she breaks down and she's crying. She's like, okay, let her give it one more shot. Then she fences again, and Valentina gives her a vital blow, and she falls and hits her head on the floor. And with that, we see Valentina giving her an herb to inhale, saying to help her release the stress and everything on her body. At the same time, in New York, Simon is running into the bathroom. As she's inhaling the smoke, she puts her hand on, okay, not put her hand on the wall. She sees Simon shouting, Simon, Simon. So they're trying to talk, and she puts her hand on the mirror just to give him comfort, because she said he doesn't know what to do, and your hand entangled in between the mirror, like, okay, that's some magic going up in here. So yeah, so she tells him what to do, and he does that, and they escape. All right. All right, so once she comes out, she's saying, okay, you know what, she has thought about everything. She feels that she needs to keep her memory in order to be able to help her brother, but the only thing she needs now is for them to remove the memory of hate from her spirit. That's the only way she'll be able to help her family and everything. So as she talks, Valentina goes like, okay, she has gone won a point over her, so she's going to tell her everything that's happened. All right, so here we see the ogre and Helen. Ogre is trying to get her to use the key to open the lock for him to get the final page for the dragons. All right, while that is happening, Gerard is wondering, oh my god, he doesn't want it to happen, and lo and behold, a call interrupts the process. So he runs to ask Thimbletack to help him, because the ogre is in the house. That's the only way they can help or save everyone in town, because once he has his hand on the pages, c'est la vie. Do you understand? So Thimbletack tries to help to, you know, get rid of the ogre, but it's not working. So anyway, Trace, at the end of this episode, we see um Jared actually find a way on opening the door, and he does open the door, and lo and behold, it's what his mom was saying that Lucinda showed her when she was younger, a shelf full of herbs and everything, and he sees the page of the dragon, and he comes out of the room and comes out to the main house, the door, and what does he see? He sees his mom and Dr. Brauer kissing, and he knows that, yo, lights out for that. And with this, he's devastated, like he did not see this coming. But episode 6 will give us more insight, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And remember, we're building a community one block at a time, so please drop your comments. Let's have this conversation, please. I keep begging, please drop your comments. All right, bye.